If you want to instantly get faster mechanics, then you clicked on the right video. I've been a top ranked player for over 8 seasons now, and I'm one of the top ranked players this season. And today I'm going to be showing all of you 10 different ways to get faster mechanics. Every part of this video is going to be designed to get you faster mechanics in the fastest way possible. And the best part is, every single technique in this video is very easy to master. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, go check out my other socials, use code Farley, but now onto the video. Now all the tips I'm going to go over in this video are going to improve your mechanics in one way or another. But there's no point in training your mechanics if you're not going to give 100% effort every single time. For example, imagine a boxer training for a fight. If the boxer wants to be ready for the fight, he's going to train at 100% every single time he's training. That way, when the day of the fight comes around, he has a really good chance of winning that fight. The same goes for training your mechanics in game. If you want to win all the fights against the really good players that you're going to be fighting in ranked, you have to train your mechanics and play at 100% so that when you get in that situation, you know how to handle it properly. So first things first, if you want to get faster mechanics, you need to be using the right creative maps to practice. And the map that I'm going to be showing all of you how to train your mechanics properly on is Mechanics Training V5 by Raider. Now, if you want to improve your mechanics, the first thing you need to learn how to do is edit faster. Now, the first thing that we're going to do to get faster mechanics in this map is we're going to go over to the edit section right here. We're going to go in here, and then you're going to see there's a bunch of different editing drills that you can practice. The first drill that we're going to focus on today is this one right here. It's literally just basic walls. As you can see, if I edit this wall right here, there's a bunch of walls in front of me. Now, the first thing that you're going to do from this point when you get in this drill is practice the timing of your edits. So as you can see, there's a bunch of walls in front of me. I just want to practice this over and over. I don't want to be going at full speed, by the way. I just want to go slow, and I just want to keep it controlled and make sure that I can get these edits down every single time without messing up. From this point now you're going to pick up the pace. You're going to start editing faster and moving through the drill like this. This is going to train your brain to edit at an insanely fast pace, and you're going to notice that after you're done doing this, your mechanics are going to feel insane. Doing this for literally 5 minutes, you're going to notice the speed of your editing is going to get way faster. What this is also going to do is it's going to make your edits super consistent. You're going to notice, look, I'm literally just going to hit triple edits over and over, and you're going to notice I'm literally not going to miss a single one. Just because I did that drill for literally 2 minutes before this, I'm not going to miss a single edit. So if you want faster edits, make sure you're doing that. Moving on now, let's talk about the best way to instantly get faster edits, to make you start hitting edits just like this, and that is by practicing your edits on high speeds. To do this, all you have to do is go into the free build section right over to the right over here, and then from this point you're just going to turn up your movement speed, and obviously you're going to notice I'm moving faster, but it's also going to train you when you're editing to make edits at a faster speed. What this is going to do is it's going to train your brain and your fingers to edit faster. And if you can do this for literally just 10 to 15 minutes a day, you're going to notice that you're going to start editing way faster. So make sure you're doing this. What you're going to do now is you're going to go back to normal speed, and you're just going to practice your free builds again. What you're going to notice now is there's going to be a significant increase in the speed of your edits and your builds. So make sure if you want to get fast mechanics just like this, you start training this for 10 to 15 minutes a day. Now let's move on to the next way to get better overall mechanics, and that is by learning how to piece control like a pro. So to get better piece control, first things first, we're going to go over here to the piece section of this map, and we're going to make sure that we go up here and shoot peak practice right here and turn this on. The reason you want to turn this on is because as soon as you make a bad edit on the bot, you're going to notice they're going to shoot you. This is going to help you understand when you're making a bad edit, like right there, I made a wide edit and I got shot in my face. If this was a real player, I would have got 200 pumped. Instead, I need to learn to train my mechanics so I stay protected. So when I make a jump shot like that, as you notice, I didn't take any damage. This is also going to teach you what edits to make at the right time. For example, if my opponent is on this wall right here, I wouldn't make a peanut butter edit because I'm going to be super exposed and I'll take damage from that jump shot. Instead, I would maybe make a right hand peek with a window edit. This means I'm protected and I can make a pump shot and then pick up a kill. There's also a bunch of different scenarios, like right here, this person's on this ramp right here. I wouldn't just try and build up and shoot him. Maybe I place cones, now I piece him up, I go over, now I have a good edit and I can pump him in the face. Also, you need to start learning how to piece control your opponent when they're in the box, just like this. Like right here, for example, my opponent is in the back of the box right there. I wouldn't just want to steal the wall right here and then make an edit on him, right? Because he could get out of the box. Instead, I would try and take the wall and then put piece control in his box. This traps him and now I get the kill. Now, having fast mechanics is very important. But if you're making dumb wide edits that leave you exposed and you get killed, then you need to start learning how to incorporate movements into your peaks. What I mean by that is, let's say your opponent is in front of you on this wall right here, and you want to make a peanut butter edit and you want to shoot them. A lot of people will make the mistake of doing this. They'll confirm the edit, but they don't keep themselves protected when they make the edit, and that means the other player will shoot them. Instead, you need to start incorporating your movement. So as I make this edit right here, notice my movement. I'm not going to stay on the right side. As I make the edit, I'm going to move to the left. So by the time I confirm the edit, I'm protected behind the wall, and this is going to allow me to shoot the player without taking any damage. Now that we know how to piece control and we know how to incorporate our movements, we now need to learn how to train our peaks. To do this, all you have to do is go to the comp area right here, and you're going to see peak training. You're just going to hit start, and then you can select the bot difficulty and the health, and then just hit start again. What you're going to notice is that this drill is all about taking walls. So my opponent's behind that wall, I need to steal it while staying protected, and then I can make a jump shot, and then, pump the player and then pick up a kill. Also, another great thing about this drill is that the bots are always moving. You're going to notice this bot's always moving. It's going to be more realistic than just taking a shot on a bot standing still. Or like right here, for example, my opponent drops down on my box. Let's say he's on a ramp just like this one. I wouldn't just want to edit on him and shoot him. I'd maybe want to edit a window like this, place a cone, so now he's stuck. And now from this point, now I would make an edit and then shoot the player. That's more realistic, and it would let me pick up more kills. Also, when you do this peak training, you need to understand the times when you need to use your pickaxe to take the wall and your gun. For example, this right here would be a good scenario to take the wall with the pickaxe because it's a good angle. But this wouldn't be, because the player could easily just edit on me and pump me, right? I would definitely want to back up, give myself some space, take the wall from a good angle, and then take a pump shot on the player. And then maybe I reset, right? Play patient, and then I make an edit again. Now, having good mechanics and being able to piece control your opponents is super important, but none of those things matter if you don't have good aim. So really quickly, let me show you how to get insanely good aim just like myself. Now, to train your crosshair placement and get insane aim, you need to go into the close long tracking and hit start. From this point, there's going to be a bot in front of you, and what I want you to do is practice tracking the bot at the head level and chest level. I'm not tracking the bot down here at his feet. Instead, I need to keep my crosshair placed on his head or chest at all times. Notice how while I'm tracking this player, my crosshair isn't moving up or down. It's just staying on the player's chest or on the player's head. This means every single time I take a shot, it's going to be super consistent, and I'm either going to hit a headshot dink or I'm going to hit a significant body shot. If you ever wonder, oh, why aren't my shots hitting consistently? Why am I hitting for 38 damage? It's because you're not keeping your crosshair at head and chest level. From this point out, I want you to just practice for 10 to 15 minutes just shooting at your opponent, right? Make sure you're hitting consistent shots. Don't want to hit for 38 damage. You want to make sure you're hitting for 114s, 100 damage every single time. So when you get an actual fighting scenario, you're not whiffing your shots just like that. Also, you need to practice your AR aim up from this close, because if you don't, when you jump in a box, you're going to whiff all your shots, right? When you jump in a box, you want to make sure that you're consistent when you jump in that box, so that when you get in that actual box, you're going to win that fight. Now that we know how to have really good aim, we also need to practice our shotgun aim. And when you're fighting in ranked or in a box fight in general, the most important thing you need to know is learn how to pre-fire. Now, to get better fighting IQ, I really recommend going back to the competitive section right here and looking at the pre-fire practice drill and hitting start. This drill is super good because there's going to be bots, as you can see, spraying right at me, and I'm going to be able to practice my pre-fires, and this is going to be like an in-game scenario, and you're going to be able to practice pumping them in the head in different scenarios. Also, by the way, you don't just want to stand still while you're doing this, right? You're just going to get shot a bunch, right? You want to stay moving so that when the player sprays the wall, you can pump them in the face. Also, to make it more realistic, start holding your walls, right? Practice your opponent spraying on you, right? You're holding your wall, and then you hit him with a pre-fire quickly to catch him off guard. Doing this for literally 5 minutes a day, you're going to notice your reaction time is going to get way faster. Another really important part about learning how to get better mechanics is by learning how to jump into your opponent's boxes properly. To do this, all you have to do is go back into the comp section and then go to the phasing practice, hit start. This scenario is basically your opponent is in this box right here. You can see the visual sound effects, and all you have to do is practice the timing of your phase-ins. But you're going to notice if you mess up the phase trick, like I just try to run in, I'm not going to be able to get in and it's going to block me. So you really have to learn the timing of when you can phase into your box, and I missed the shot. This is going to teach you the timing so you understand how to actually phase into an opponent's box. Like right here, boom, I try and do it. Oh, I messed up. I got to try again and then get the timing down so I can pump the player. There's also a bunch of different scenarios you can practice. Like right here, I'm above the player. I got to practice timing and jumping into his box just like that. Also, a little trick when you are phasing in, sometimes it can help to look down because it's going to put your head through the wall and it's going to allow you to maybe phase in more times than not. Now, I will say you need to understand when you can phase in and when you shouldn't phase in. For example, if the opponent in front of me is weak and he's on low HP, this is a perfect time to phase in and then pump the player. But the other player was 100-100 and I'm 100-100 too. That's basically, once I get in his box, just a dumb 50-50, and he has all the builds around me. So I wouldn't want to do that. Instead, look for the right moments at 50-50. Also, another thing I think that's really important to mention is don't go into a creative map or a 1v1 map and just 10-0 some player that's garbage compared to you. That's not going to help you improve, and it's actually going to slow down your speed of improvement. Instead, keep queuing until you find a good player or someone hopefully that's even better than you. And when you 1v1 this player, even if you die, you're going to be able to learn from your mistakes. And that ultimately is going to make you improve faster than you just 10-0ing some random player in creative. That's going to wrap up this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be live later today. And if you want to see it instantly become better at Fortnite, go check this video out. But with that, I'm out. Peace.